game. We do have another contest we're preparing for. As we see the captains walk out, we have a special presentation from Michael Kennedy, CEO of Ireland Lacrosse, which will be joining them for the coin toss.
Hong Kong, 7 goals to the first 10-56. Third quarter, number 27. Nathan Lowe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lax Sports Network's coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 World Championships live from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland, right here on laxsn.com. I'm Scott Sudakoff, getting set to bring you the play-by-play of Group C action Game 2 for both of these teams. Jamaica, they are the home team in this one, wearing the white uniforms. They are 1-0 with a 14-0 win over Latvia a couple of days ago on Thursday, taking on Ireland, also 1-0. They beat Germany back on Wednesday, 12-5. So the winner of this one will obviously have a clear chance to win Group C. You can see so far in the games that each team has played, they have had the strong face-off advantage. Jamaica more so, 83% at the face-off X for Jamaica in their win against Latvia, and Owen Stevenson is the man that took most of those face-offs. He was 15 of 18, and they're your leading scorers thus far for Jamaica. Josh McLaughlin will be wearing number 1 on the field today. He had 6 goals and 2 assists. He's from Marietta, Georgia, and Aidan Dempsey for Ireland. He led the way against Germany. He'll be wearing number 16 in the green uniforms for Ireland, 5 goals and an assist. He's from Silver Spring, Maryland, and will be a junior at Ohio Northern. Some of the pictures before today's game gets started between this pair of 1-0 teams here in Ireland, where another beautiful cloudless day, 85 degrees at game time here, where it's just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, in Jamaica, it is just after 9 a.m. Of course, just after 10 a.m. on the east coast of the United States. Glad to have you with us here on laxsn.com, Lax Sports Network, bringing you over 60 games from these World Championships. And we've already had, I believe it's already had 2 games go final and 2 other games still in action right now. And later today, still 4 more games on the docket overall. 2 more of them will be here on Lax Sports Network. So the 2 teams coming out onto the field and getting ready for this Pool C matchup with the 2 1-0 teams. Coming up next here on this field, Field 2, you'll have the other 2 teams in Group C, Germany and Latvia, who will each be looking for their first win. Well, the pleasantries, and our players are setting up at the face-off X. On the right for Ireland, that is Finn Daly, who was 11 for 18 at the X on Wednesday against Germany. And on the left in the white uniform, as I mentioned earlier, Owen Stevenson, who was 15 for 18 against Latvia on Thursday. 15 minutes running clock until the final minute, and the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. And we are underway in this Pool C matchup of the 2 1-0 teams. And the first possession is won by Jamaica. Picking up the ground ball was Tony Diallo, a soon to be senior at Towson University, just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. So Jamaica starts on offense. They shut out Latvia on Thursday, 14-0. Their defense was dominant. Latvia only was able to attempt 5 shots in that game. Here's Ethan Brown for Jamaica. Over on the left side, that's Kylan Lane. Now below the goal line. Once again, Lane with Brown, and now resetting things out top. This is Dante Bowen from Brampton, Ontario. In goal for Ireland is Joe Walsh, who made 6 saves Wednesday against Germany. He's going to be a junior at Colgate University. Jamaica patient with this first possession. Some action behind the cage and a save made by Walsh. And the rebound ground ball for Ireland picked up by Michael Songer, who is from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Had a goal in 4 ground balls Wednesday against Germany. Connecting in the middle of the field with Jack Galvin. As Ireland looking to clear the ball ahead and get their offense started. Just about 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. There's a shot that goes wide by
13 minutes
Ireland's number 27, Fionn Kinsella. Ireland keeping possession here. This is Jack Doherty. Out top, Kevin Somerville. Ball movement around the perimeter by Ireland. I believe in goal for Jamaica should be Tyler Vassell. Yep. Number 6 there. Only had to make 3 saves in the shutout win against Latvia on Thursday. He's a member of the Division II national runners-up Mercy College that made a somewhat a surprising run through the Division II tournament. I mean, not really by seeding, but maybe not the team that you would have thought at the beginning of the year. Losing to the University of Tampa in the Division II National Championship game. And that beats Vassell. A shot and a score for Ireland, and it's 1-0. Jack Songer.
At the 11:55 mark of the first quarter, score is 1-0 in favor of Ireland.
So about 3.5 minutes in, Jack Songer given that space to move left out to the side of the crease and a backhand finish for the first goal of the game. 1-0 Ireland. As you might be able to hear, the Hong Kong-Netherlands game is on the field next door. Hearing some of those announcements as well. 8-3 Hong Kong leading the Netherlands right now.
Eleven minutes remaining in the first quarter.
No, just hit the 4-minute mark. Face-off win for Ireland 4 minutes into the first quarter, and then a bad pass intended for Jack Songer. And so it's turned over to Jamaica with Ireland on top 1-0. In the cross of Jaheim Hawkins. Got the long pole from Huntington, New York. Whistle restarts action here. Jamaica's head coach is Brian Silcott. They'll finish up pool play against Germany tomorrow. Ireland will finish up tomorrow against Latvia in Pool C play, Group C. The winner of this game today would be 2-0. Here on the near side, this is Stone Evans, and now Chandler Redwood. Both teams have Similar looking starts to their offense working around the perimeter, and Jamaica just turns it over, though. Just a bad pass. So it'll be Ireland ball here. Jack Galvin will restart the action. Jogging ahead, Jack Songer, who just had the goal a moment ago for Ireland. Connor Foley is out there, number 18 in green. This is Songer. Fighting through Jaheim Hawkins. Now at the line, it's Sean Loftus. Loftus there paused for a moment because he heard whistles from the other field. Foley backs it up around GLE. Ireland, the 1-0 lead. On the goal by Jack Songer. Have played just over 6 minutes in the first quarter. Ronan Walsh swings it down low, now behind the cage. It's Connor Foley. Once again, around it goes. Back to the cross of Loftus, who he's right back up to the far right side. Making a move now, Ben Collins. Gets it back to Loftus, trying to roll to the right. Defense played by Owen Stevenson. Looking to make a move, and getting tripped up was Jack Songer. Incidental contact with the legs there. Ends up being a shot wide, so Ireland retains possession on the backup. A bounding ball heading towards midfield. That'll be turned over. It'll be Jamaica ball. A pretty strong defensive start overall for both teams. Stone Evans restarts the play for Jamaica. Kylan Lane directing traffic right now. Cannot get by Jack Galvin. Joined by Ethan Brown. Brown, who had 2 goals in the first Jamaica game, draws the slide, and the double team creates the turnover. Michael Songer comes out with it. And back to Ireland on offense. Jack Doherty in the corner here. There with Jack Songer. Doherty will flip it off in the middle there. Oh, now it's Doherty, excuse me. It must have been number 18, Connor Foley, who I mistakenly thought was number 10. Onto the field, Kevin Somerville, who's from Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up on about 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Not a ton of offensive chances for either side. Both teams have held onto the ball for a while. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Ireland overall. Somerville trying to turn the corner. Has some space, bounces it high up over the goal, and backed up for Ireland by Aiden Dempsey. And we got a whistle. And we're going to have a hydration break, as makes sense here. Mid 80 degrees right now. So it sounds like just a quick 30-second break here for the players to get some water here with about 5.5 minutes, a little bit more than that. They didn't want to call the break until there was more of a natural break in the action, which we just had. So again, 1-0 Ireland on the goal, 3 minutes and 11 seconds in by Jack Songer. And Ireland on top 1-0 in this game between the two 1-0 teams in Group C. So far in goal, Joe Walsh has only need to make one save for Ireland. Tyler Vassell has not yet made a save. Well, Ireland's only put on one shot on goal, and of course that was the goal. So when the play resumes here, it will be Ireland possession.
As we return from this hydration break, time is at 5:54 remaining in the first quarter. 5 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
You get here 5:54 left in the first quarter.
Ireland.
Ireland head coach is Thomas Pryor. Play resumes here. And Jamaica able to pick up the turnover. See if they can clear it successfully, though, having some trouble, and they're not able to. Getting back to it is Aiden Dempsey for Ireland, who had 5 goals and an assist on Wednesday against Germany. So Ireland right back to offense here. Working with the 1-0 lead. Pass to the middle for Dempsey. He's got 2 Jamaica defenders around him. And once again, the ball pops free and lands with Tony Diallo.
5 minutes, 5 minutes remaining.
Paris Brady out there right now. Gets it for Joan Evans. And from behind, that was Michael Songer knocking down Evans. And then a flag coming in. And it's going against It was a push. And they called it on Ireland. "30 seconds for the man up here for Jamaica as they look for the equalizer. With about 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
4 minutes remain in the quarter. 4 minutes in the quarter. Ireland was assessed a 30-second penalty.
And great save by Walsh. On the shot up high, his second stop. Sprinting for the clear, Jack Galvin for Ireland. And a penalty time should be just about up. Yep, even strength now officially. The first man up. Jamaica cannot score. Sean Loftus working on this near side, waiting for everybody to get set up, and now we got a whistle and an offside call. There's the flag. Offside by Jamaica. We'll give Ireland their first man up here. And then a timeout will be called by Jamaica so they can set up what they want to do here on the man up. 1-0 Ireland with about 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The lone goal coming from Jack Songer. And so when we come back from this timeout, Jamaica will be on the man up. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 Championships on LaxSN.com.
As we return from the timeout, Jamaica will serve 30-second penalty for offside. There's 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Of course, I misspoke as I went to the break there. It's Ireland, of course, on the man up here, as the onside was on Jamaica. So Ireland possession here. Around the 3-minute mark left in the first quarter, looking for a 2-0 lead, and they don't get it there. The save made by Tyler Vassell. So should be able to work off the final moments of the 30-second penalty for the offside here.
3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 3.
So both teams go 0 for 1 on the man up in the tail end of this first quarter. With less than 3 minutes to play, some trouble for Vassell. He's got to scurry away from the defense of Aiden Dempsey. Now trying to work the middle of the field, Kylan Lane. Finally across midfield. Stone Evans.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2.
And now we got to turn over the other way. Connor Foley getting to the crease, bounces it up, and it landed in. It looks like the goal, but no goal. Crease violation. Yeah, it lands in the crease there before that ball is in the goal.
1-0 Ireland is the score. The correction.
Jamaica will finally get that first goal of the game for them. It's put home by Stone Evans, his third goal in Ireland thus far. And we're tied at 1 with about 1 minute and 15 seconds left and the clock running here in the first quarter. See the Ireland defense all focused on the strong side there, and a good look across by Dante Bowen. And now it looks like we'll have a stick check.
As we get a ruling on that last goal after the stick check, we have 1 minute 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
With 1 minute and 9 seconds left, the clock stops here. And we'll see if this goal stands to keep it 1-1. So no goal. The ruling on the field, illegal stick. So it's still 1-0 Ireland. In the final minute of the first quarter. So it's still 1-0. Ireland leading. Shot low, wide of the goal to the far side by Connor Foley. Shot from the right wing goes off the side of the cage. Rebound by Ireland. It goes off of the Jamaican defender and then into the net. went off of Jaheim Hawkins and then deflects by the goalie, and it's 2-0 Ireland. Jamaica was scrambling a bit. Hawkins was trying to make the catch there in traffic, and Tyler Vassell, how much he could do in goal. So it's 2-0 Ireland right now, when it looked like moments ago Jamaica was tying it 1-1, but the stick deemed illegal and the goal taken away. And so it's 2-0 in the final half minute of the first quarter. And face-off one, Ireland, by Finn Daly. So Ireland looking for a final shot here of the first quarter. Try to go up 3-0 potentially. Foley with a pass to the other side of the crease, not able to handle it, was Michael Songer. The ball loose, picked up by Jack Galvin, and now the whistle will blow, and a hit in the middle of the field draws a flag, 2 flags, as Connor Foley slow to get up. I think the whistle was blowing from the quarter to end as that penalty was happening. Yep, so we got the end of the first quarter, but Ireland will have a man up when we come back from the quarter break. Ireland on top of Jamaica 2-0. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 Championships live from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland on laxsn.com. Second quarter set to begin here with Ireland on the man up, so no face-off. It's 2-0 Ireland. Goals by Jack Songer at the 3:11 mark, and then Aiden Dempsey at the 14:36 mark in the final minute of the first quarter. Had a slashing penalty right at the end of the quarter, so 1 full minute of extra man time to begin the second quarter for Ireland, and they take advantage, and it's 3-0. Aiden Dempsey with his second goal of the game and his 7th now in the first 2 games in the championships. Ireland now out shooting Jamaica in the game, 8-2. Ireland's goalie Joe Walsh, couple of saves. Tyler Vassell for Jamaica with 1. Dempsey with 2. Jack Songer with the other goal. And a 3-0 advantage for Ireland here. Here is Dempsey once again. Marked by Tony Diallo. Diallo able to knock it free. Here the bench cheering him on. Sean Loftus backing it up now for Ireland. And Ireland making some changes through the midfields as Ben Collins steps over. Pass a bit high, but corralled by Ronan Walsh. Loftus. Connor Foley. Flings it back to the middle. A low shot goes wide as a flag comes on. Ben Collins with the shot as a flag was being thrown, and Ireland will go back to the man up for 30 seconds for the holding call.
All right, Jamaica foul at the 12:15 mark of the second quarter.
Just saw Ireland score on a man up to begin the second quarter. 1 for 2 on the advantage thus far. Jamaica's 0 for 1. Looking for a 4-0 lead in the first couple of minutes of this second quarter. Bounced off frame by Dempsey. Bringing it ahead, Jack Songer. And a shot from the left wing, buried by Connor Foley. Still with man up time left as that shot was taken. His first goal today, and he now has 4 goals overall. He's going to be a senior at UMass Lowell from Walpole, Massachusetts. 4-0 Ireland on top of Jamaica. We've played about 3.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Give the assist to Jack Songer, so he has 2 points, goal and a helper. Face-off scooped up by Paris Brady from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Kyrie Sears in control of it right now, so Jamaica looking to make this comeback. These are the first 4 goals they've allowed so far as they shut out Latvia 14-0 on Thursday, while Ireland beat Germany 12-5. Those 2 countries, Germany and Latvia, will play later today. Josh McLaughlin, who led the way with 6 goals, put 8 shots on net. Haven't heard much from him yet today. He's number 1 in white. 10 minutes left to go in the first half here. Coming out from behind the cage, Kyrie Sears. There's McLaughlin with a shot slung wide. From Marietta, Georgia. Stone Evans restarts the play. Good inside roll, but can't get it inside the post as a flag comes on. So Evans does a good job getting towards the crease, drawing a penalty, and giving Jamaica a man up.
Ireland's penalized 1 minute for an illegal body check.
The illegal body check to call.
9 minutes, 10 seconds. Score is 4-0 in favor of Ireland.
Jamaica's second man up.
Man up for the better part of 1 minute.
McLaughlin to the left side. Goes near the crease, and that was a pass. It was last touched by Ireland going out of bounds. So Ethan Brown picks it back up to restart the play. Brown now. Ball down, and Jamaica keeps it. McLaughlin with the shot, and he scored. So Jamaica gets on the board here. Man up tally by Josh McLaughlin. He now has 7 goals in a game and about 20 minutes of action for Jamaica. Big one to get here.
In this second quarter, score is 4-1 in favor of Ireland.
Jamaica, or I should say Ireland, has won 3 of the first 5 face-offs, and now 4 of 6. Everybody even strength now. Each team has a man-up goal. Pass out of the reach of Sean Horkin, and we'll come back the other side. There's McLaughlin for Jamaica. Matt Loft is trying to stay with him. McLaughlin gets around and scores another one. Josh McLaughlin with back-to-back goals for Jamaica, and it's 4-2. And we're going to have a hydration break as well, about midway through this second quarter. Josh McLaughlin, 2 goals back-to-back for Jamaica. And here in the second quarter, it's Ireland 4, Jamaica 2. We've got a timeout on the field here on Lax Sports Network.
So.
Lacrosse a try, bring your son or daughter out.
Oh, in Jamaica, son.
Would you think to your right as you look at the field? 3 lacrosse clinics tomorrow morning. Adults can try as well.
So back-to-back goals for Jamaica has them back within 2. Josh McLaughlin with both goals, one on the man up, assisted by Kyrie Sears, and another off a turnover by Ireland. McLaughlin picked it up right in midfield and then took it himself all the way to score. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And the ball will be awarded to Jamaica. It's now a chance for 3 in a row to get back within 1. Both teams 1-0 in Pool C action. Tanner Sims. Some space opening up, and Walsh with the stop. Now Ireland in transition. Galvin gets it off for a bouncer from Connor Foley that pops up over the net. And looks like had a penalty right there. A late hit called on Jamaica. On Jonathan Di Montagna. So Ireland will go back man up for a minute. They are 1 for 3 on the man up thus far. 1 minute of man up time for Ireland, trying to get one of these goals back. Doherty, diagonally to the left side, tough catch, controlled by Jack Songer. Ball loose as Foley bounces one in, sneaks it by. Connor Foley, the man-up goal, his second goal overall, and the second man-up tally for Ireland today. And as you can see, another flag on the field. See if this gets picked up, though. Ends up being sandwiched between two Jamaica players, and maybe some extra words there from Foley being pushed back by his teammates, so maybe he'll get possibly an unsportsmanlike.
Right, the goal is good. However, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep, exactly what they call on Foley, a 1 minute unsportsmanlike conduct. So his coaching staff will not be happy about that if Jamaica now scores on their man up, because basically you just wipe away what you did offensively. But see if his defense can pick him up here. To the side of the crease and trying to quick stick it there. That was Kylan Lane, but never really got a handle on it. Ireland gets the clear man down right now. Jack Songer will swing it behind the cage. Still some time left on the penalty. Dempsey coming here to the near side where Liam Horkin is joining him. And they're here the time elapsing on the penalties, so now it's even strength. So Foley gets the goal, gets the penalty, but his team kills it off and keeps a 5-2 lead. It was 2-0 Ireland after the first quarter. They scored the first two goals of the second before Jamaica. Josh McLaughlin scoring 2 in a row. Connor Foley a couple of minutes ago with a man-up tally to get the lead back up to 3 for Ireland. Now looking to regain the 4-goal advantage. Horkin taking it below GLE, and now with Dempsey. Swung around to the left side, Jack Songer. Spin by Foley. Foley trying to get to the crease, had it knocked away from behind. Combination of a couple of players there defensively. Jonathan Di Montagna and Shaheem Hawkins.
Scores Ireland 5, Jamaica 2.
5-2 Ireland. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in quarter number 2. Getting through there, Dante Bowen. Jamaica in the white, Ireland in the green. If you're just joining us, 5-2 Ireland. Both teams 1-0 in Pool C play. Scott Sudakov here with you on Lax Sports Network. More action coming up later today here on Lax Sports Network. Sweden and Uganda coming up at noon Eastern. Tom Esham will have to call that one on our main Lax Sports Network channel. I'll be back with you at 1 o'clock Eastern time for Germany and Latvia right here at the same place you're watching this game as a tough drive and some contact. The shot goes wide. It's a crease violation. You see him stepped on the line and obviously inside the crease afterwards as well.
1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
It's also a pair of ESPN Plus games starting at about 16 minutes from now, Australia and England, and then later today at 2 o'clock Eastern, the United States and Haudenosaunee will be playing. So a lot of action left on this Saturday in Ireland. Still in pool play for another 2 days after today. And then starting on Tuesday is when you have some play-in games. Wednesday, the quarterfinals with a couple of consolation games. And then you look at Thursday, you head to consolation and semifinal games. And next Friday, Friday and Saturdays, when you have your final consolation. And next Saturdays, when you'll have bronze medal games and gold medal games and also 6 other placement games. Everybody gets to keep playing throughout here. And you'll decide everybody from first gold medal to 23rd place. Everyone will get to play all the way until basically the end of the time in Ireland, as we got a timeout called here with just a little bit of time left overall on the clock. I believe we have 52 seconds overall as Ireland calling this timeout with a 5-2 lead. Have led by as many as 4, up 4-0. They've gotten goals from Jack Songer, 2 from Adam Dempsey, and 2 from Connor Foley. Both goals for Jamaica scored by Joshua McLaughlin. Ireland out shooting Jamaica 13-8. Joe Walsh in goal for Ireland has made 3 saves, and Tyler Vassell with 1 for Jamaica. So again, just 52 seconds left in the second quarter.
All right, coming out of that timeout, 52 seconds remain on the clock.
Jack Doherty will restart play. He's from Garden City, New York, and will be a sophomore at Skidmore College. So Ireland wants to work this clock all the way down, one would think, and make it so they are the only team that has a shot to score here before halftime. Either go in to the break up 3 or up 4. 30 seconds left. Dempsey.
We have entered stop time.
Now inside the 30 seconds, you have the stop time. First, second, third quarters, you stop. The clock gets stopped inside of 30 seconds. And then in the fourth quarter, it's 2 minutes. Ball down and out of the pack. Tony Diallo has it. So the clock stops here, but it will be Ireland ball. Didn't catch exactly what the call was. Maybe a loose ball push. And Doherty. Jack Doherty loses it as he tried to keep it out of the traffic. And that's the end of the quarter. Halftime here in Limerick. It's Ireland 5 and Jamaica 2. Jamaica took a while for them to score. They were down 4-0. Finally got back-to-back goals midway through the second quarter. But again, 5-2 Ireland at halftime. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's U21 Championships live from the University of Limerick in Ireland on laxsn.com. Scott Sudikoff back here with you, getting ready to begin the second half. It's 5-2 Ireland. They led 2-0 after one, 4-0 early on in the second quarter. Before Jamaica found the back of the net finally, Ireland outshot Jamaica 13-8 in the first half. Jamaica goalie Tyler Vassell with one save. Joe Walsh in goal for Ireland made 3 saves. And as this third quarter face-off commences, Ireland had won 5 of 7, and now they've taken 6 of 8 faceoffs in this game. And they'll begin on offense here. Offensively, Ireland, 2 goals each from Aidan Dempsey and Connor Foley, and the other one from Jack Songer. Josh McLaughlin has the 2 goals for Jamaica. Third quarter of play between these two 1-0 teams in Pool C. This is Connor Foley. Now has 5 goals in the 2 games played. Getting to the top of the crease and then shot it wide. Back up by Jack Songer. Marked behind the cage by Jaheim Hawkins. This is Kevin Somerville swinging it to the left, and now back out top to Somerville. Jack Doherty. Far side now, Liam Horkin. Horkin looking to feed to the middle, goes behind the net instead. Good dodge towards the crease. Good save by Vassell. And then a second one, I think, got the post. And then stepping in the crease as well there. At the end was Ridley Horton. No, excuse me, that's Foley who stepped in the crease on that last attempt. So good defense by Jamaica. Tyler Vassell. We get credit for at least 1 save in that exchange, it looked like. Maybe 2.
13 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
2 minutes played here in the third, and we may have an offside call. Don't know exactly what's going on here. I guess there is an injury on the other side of the field.
Getting carried off now.
There we are. So now getting a camera look at it. Number 12 for Ireland, that's Jack Songer, being helped off the field. Scored one of the goals today for Ireland. So play will resume here with Jamaica in possession. Kylan Lane with the ball. As we resume.
12:50 remaining in the third quarter. 12:50. Score is 5-2 in favor of Ireland.
Let's go, team!
Kyrie Sears. Kylan Lane. You have Tanner Sims out top, number 8. Moving out of your picture now. As Lane will start to make a move. Not from distance by Dante Bowen, denied by Walsh. Now Walsh, a long outlet pass. Trying to handle it is Kinsella. He has it now for Ireland. And then gets knocked over along the sideline and gets stepped out of bounds. So it's Jamaica ball. Bowen absorbing the contact. He's a big man out there, and then he got hit. After that ball was long gone, he got drilled again. So I think that's coming back here, and it's going to be Jamaica ball. So Jamaica gets possession back here.
11 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 11:30.
And now I see a flag in the back here. Might have unsportsmanlike conduct, Jamaica 77, which is Kyrie Sears. And it sounds like Jamaica not very happy about what had happened just a few moments ago with Dante Bowen. Jamaica's coaching staff not happy that a flag wasn't thrown. They got possession, but so now Ireland will go man up here. And they've taken advantage of this a couple of times today. Vassell with the save, and then traps it in the crease. And now, see, a flag has been thrown on. So, this game getting a little chippy. And a 2-minute elbowing call against Jamaica. So they might be losing their composure a little bit here. Because you already had 1 minute on the clock for the unsportsmanlike conduct. And then about 40 seconds later, you got an illegal body checking officially on Owen Stevenson. And a timeout will be called here. Jamaica wants an explanation right now, but they are in a tough situation. They're going to be down 2 players for 30 seconds and then still have another minute and a half of man down time. It's 5-2 Ireland here in the third quarter. We'll be right back here on Lax Sports Network.
Ireland calls timeout. The 10:50 mark of the third quarter, so we'll go ahead and use this as a hydration break as well. When we return, Jamaica will play 2 men down for 28 seconds, and then be 1 man down for the better part of a minute and 20 after that. That is unofficial on the penalty timing. That is unofficial.
So about 30 seconds of 2-man-up action here for Ireland, and then another 90 seconds after that where there'll be a man up here after an unsportsmanlike conduct and an illegal body checking penalty against Jamaica. So 6-on-4 right now for Ireland. Already with the 3-goal lead, if led by as many as 4. And it was 4-0 early on in the second quarter. Jamaica gets a stick in the way and the ball down and played into the crease for their goalie, Tyler Vassell. And they've killed off that first penalty. So there's still 90 seconds left, man down right now for Jamaica. Neither team has scored here in the third quarter. In fact, neither team has scored since there was 5:15 left in the second. As we have 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Big chop from behind by Doherty. And Jamaica was calling a timeout, and they want to make sure that they fight off the rest of this penalty time. So it's still 5-2 Ireland. With 9:49 left to go in the third quarter. Here on LaxSN.com. All right, Jamaica possession. They're still down a player right now. Got to listen to the time being called out from the sideline to see how much time they have left to waste here. 9:35 left overall here in the third. Neither team has scored in the third quarter. Pair of 1-0 teams in Group C. Getting a chance to go to goal and scoring is Kyrie Sears. A player down, Kyrie Sears finds the space. And it's 5-3. His first goal in Ireland. He did have 4 assists back on Thursday. Had an assist earlier today as well. And a penalty after the fact as well. Unnecessary roughness called on Ireland at the same time as the goal.
Jamaica will start with possession. The 1-minute man-up opportunity.
Well, Jamaica still has a couple of seconds left, I believe, on a 2-minute call earlier. So, as you can see, it's 5-on-5 right now, but that should be wrapping up any moment. Oh, nope, they got the 6 on the field now, so it has wrapped up. So it's 6-on-5. Shot is blocked there at the point of attack. Went off of Jack Galvin, the Ireland defender. Maybe feeling it a bit. Yeah, he's shaking out that foot. About 20 seconds left now on the man up for Jamaica. Golden opportunity to get back within 1 for the first time since it was 1-0. Kylan Lane kicking the ball, being tracked down by Matt Loftus. Help coming from Ethan Brown for Jamaica. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Flung out of there by Michael Stronger. Even strength right now. Jamaica, though, trying to trap the ball in the corner. Tough pass behind the cage to the goalie, Joe Walsh. Launches it towards midfield, and This is Kinsella, who just had the penalty, is back on the field. Got about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Jamaica has the only goal. And a very good one thus far. Very competitive, spirited. Decent amount of penalty time. There have been 10 penalties called in this game. 4 on Ireland, 6 on Jamaica. We've had a couple of man-up goals and even a man-down goal. Finn Daly shoots wide. Behind the cage was Ronan Walsh for Ireland, so he'll restart the play. Got Jaheim Hawkins on him. This is Aiden Dempsey. Dempsey. Jonathan Dimatanya with the defense. Sidearm attempt was blocked and then shuffled into the crease by Jaheim Hawkins for his goalie, Tyler Vassell. And then a bad pass. Dante Bowen cannot handle it. Turned back over to Ireland with approximately 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Both teams finish off pool play tomorrow. Jamaica will take on Germany. Ireland will play Latvia. Those two teams play later today, about an hour and 45 minutes from now on the same field, as both teams will be looking for their first win. Both teams here looking to go to 2-0. Ben Collins swings it out top. Liam Horkin driving left, forced back out by Dante Bowen. Back with Ben Collins. McLaughlin playing defense on him. Bounces through the crease, and the effort by Dematanya, who wins the possession for Jamaica. So Jamaica defensively pitching a shutout here in the third quarter. Turned the 3-goal deficit down to 2 right now. Less than 5 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Scott Sudakov here with you on Lax Sports Network. Another beautiful day in Ireland, 86 degrees. Blue skies overhead. Been like that the last 3 days at least, if not longer. About a 2.5-hour drive from Dublin is Limerick. Spin there by Stone Evans. Passes down the middle, intercepted by Michael Songer. Now the goalie Walsh into some trouble, able to spin out of traffic. Whistles will stop the play. And players getting tangled up. There's a flag back there you can see. And an illegal body check penalty called on Jamaica. .4:16 in the afternoon right now in Ireland.
Jamaica penalty, 1 minute.
With those
Illegal body check.
86-degree temperatures.
Counting in the quarter. 3:15 and counting in the quarter.
So 1 minute, man up once again for Ireland. And they quickly score. Aiden Dempsey with his second goal today and his 7th thus far in the U21 championship. Excuse me, his 3rd today. So his 3rd today and his 8th thus far.
3 minutes remaining.
So Ireland is back up by 3, 6-3. Non-releasable on the penalty, so there's still time remaining, but clock is running as we speak. As was the case, the first to the third quarters until under 30 seconds, and then fourth quarter, it's 2 minutes and under, the clock will stop. Tough battle between Daly and Stevenson on the faceoff. Jamaica gets it out of the pack, Chandler Redwood. Kevin Somerville picking up an assist on the most recent Aiden Dempsey goal. Even strength.
2 minutes remaining.
With 2 minutes left in the third. So Ireland was up 3 at halftime. They've regained that 3-goal lead now.
1:45 remaining in third quarter. Minute 42. As the quarter break comes up, remember, fans, you can get some cold water as you look at the field to your right.
Aiden Kearns. It's the first time I've said his name today. This is Sean Loftus. And picking it out of the air is Stevenson that has bumped and lost it. And then Vassell makes a save on a shot by Sean Loftus. But play whistled down. It'll be Jamaica ball.
1 minute remaining in the
1 minute
quarter.
left.
1 minute.
In the third. 1 goal apiece here in the quarter. Jamaica has never led. They fell behind 2-0 after 1 and 4-0 early on in the second. Kylan Lane. And offside Jamaica. It may have been number 7, Samuel Henry. It was the extra body across midfield. $30 left in the quarter. And a big turn of events here at the end of the quarter. A score by Kinsella. So Jamaica turns it over right at midfield with the offside in the final 30 seconds of the quarter. And Kinsella open in the middle, late to recognize was Di Montagnac, and it is 7-3 Ireland. They've regained a 4-goal lead.
Making the score 7-3 in favor of Ireland. 19 seconds remaining.
19 seconds remaining in the third. Winning the face-off, Stevenson. Jamaica would like to get one quickly here before the quarter ends. Stone Evans has the ball bumped out by Jack Galvin. And that's the whistle to end the third quarter. So Ireland regains its 4-goal lead, scoring back-to-back goals to end the quarter. Aiden Dempsey and Finn Kinsella. And after 3 quarters of play, it is Ireland 7, Jamaica 3. The fourth quarter coming up next here on Lax Sports Network. Fourth quarter starts with Jamaica having the beat on the faceoff, Stevenson, and now fighting to get it back. So Jamaica will have the ball here, down 7-3. Some work to do as this fourth quarter begins. It was 5-2 Ireland at halftime. They led 4-0 to start the game. Jamaica got back within 2 at 5-3. With about 9 minutes left in the third, but Ireland scores the final 2 goals of the quarter to regain this 4-goal lead. Aiden Dempsey has scored 3 times for Ireland, Connor Foley twice. And for Jamaica, their goals by Josh McLaughlin, he's got 2, and Kyrie Sears the other one. The goalies, Joe Walsh with 4 saves for Ireland, 2 on the other side for Tyler Vassell. Jamaica, an opportunity there, McLaughlin, and Walsh was there to make the stop. Jack Galvin finds a trailer and then put wide by Stonger, who now is favoring his left arm, his left elbow, looks like, as he's coming off. I wonder if that shot aggravated maybe a past injury as he comes off the field. Shot bounced in, and Ireland takes a 5-goal lead for the first time today. That's Kevin Somerville, 8-3.
It was illegal. You have to call it. Fucking cheating. It was an illegal substitution, and you know it. You have to call it. That is why you're here.
Jamaica, as you might be able to tell, sideline is not pleased with some of the, I guess you'd say, non-calls that are not going in their favor. The calls not going in their favor, and it is 8-3 Ireland. Finn Daly for Ireland on the face-off. And Stevenson staying with it for Jamaica. Ball still loose. Ireland ball. Wait about 3 minutes here in the fourth. Ireland up by 5 now.
3 in favor of Ireland. 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this fourth quarter.
Roden Walsh. Back out at the line. Aiden Kearns. Spinning against Stevenson. Skips one. By Vassell in goal wide. It'll be Ireland ball still. Walsh defended by Jaheim Hawkins. Another shot wide to the same part of the field, and there for Ireland is Sean Horkin. Ireland certainly in no rush now with the running clock, and now a 6-goal lead. The cut and then the finish by Sean Loftus.
As Ireland scores its 9th goal. Ireland 9, Jamaica 3. Just under 10 minutes to go.
Off the feed from Sean Horkin. Daly and Stevenson again at the face-off. Stevenson wins that one. Shot wide by Josh McLaughlin.
9 minutes remaining. 9 minutes remaining in the game.
9 minutes left here in the fourth. Kylan Lane being pressured by Kinsella. It's Dante Bowen now for Jamaica. Gets through 2 and scores it up high. Pretty finish by Dante Bowen. Making it 9-4. With about 8.5 minutes left.
Jamaica goal at the 8:15 mark of the fourth quarter, making the score 9-4. 8 minutes remaining. 8 minutes and running.
And the time continues to run. It'll be stopped under 2 minutes on the whistles. Tony Diallo picks it up, gives the face-off win to Jamaica. Jamaica can score a couple more quickly here before you get towards that 2-minute mark. Then the complexion of things would certainly be a lot different down the stretch. Sure, that's exactly what they're thinking right now. Is McLaughlin whizzes one wide of the goal. And we have, sounds like an official calling timeout here for a stick check of Tony Diallo. So these teams will get a timeout, and it's also a hydration break. So in the fourth quarter here, Ireland, they're leading by 5. Jamaica trying to make the comeback here on the 2022 World Lacrosse U21 Championships here on laxsn.com.
Ireland leads 9, Jamaica 4.
All right, play is going to resume here. 9-4 Ireland. Ireland has the ball.
Seven minutes remaining in the game. 7.
7 minutes left here in the fourth. Long across the field, and it's taken by McLaughlin for Jamaica. McLaughlin there with Stone Evans. He'll feed it, try to feed it to Evans. And it's back to Ireland. Joe Walsh in goal has made 5 saves for Ireland today. Ireland has scored their 9 goals on 25 shots. Jamaica 4 goals on 14 shots. Just about 6 minutes remaining. Ireland that far between being 2-0 in Group C play. Kinsella on the run. Oh, and there's big contact there. Ronan Walsh just kind of, well, he just mostly just runs into Jonathan De Matania, who braced for it, but he didn't really put anything extra into it, at least from this vantage point. Do have a slashing call, though. So there's no penalty on that. Shouldn't have been, I don't think. Stone Evans, though, was called for a slashing with 5:15 left. And Ireland back on the man up, where they have a couple of goals today. Trying to get to double-figure goals in both games they've played. They beat Germany 12-5 on Wednesday. Jamaica, though, off the turnover. Jaheim Hawkins flips it off and into the corner. It'll be too far for Ethan Brown. McLaughlin for Jamaica. Good move to get free. Bounces it in and stopped by Walsh. Kinsella ahead for Ireland. Four minutes left. Bouncing in the middle. Ireland maintains possession, and then a shot on by Dempsey. Vassell with the save, keeps it in the crease. Now gets rid of it for Paris Brady. 2:25 left here, and Jamaica down by 5. Falling down on the shot was Sears. And a flag eventually falls to the ground there as it spent a lot of time in the air. always wonder why you have to throw the flag so far in the air, especially in this situation. I wasn't sure what was happening until I saw that flag land. Just toss it down, maybe. Yes, you can show off your arm strength. All right, so 9-4 Ireland. Man up here for Jamaica. But there should only be 2 minutes left. Or just around that.
2 minutes, 28 seconds, please, in the game.
2:28 as you hear the announcement. And scoring on the man up is Kylan Lane for Jamaica. 9-5. And the clock will stop now at 2 minutes. So there's some time here for Jamaica. Obviously, key will be the face-offs.
28 seconds remain in the penalty.
And there's still 28 seconds on the penalty.
2 minutes, 1 second. The score is 9.
With 2 minutes and 1 second. 9-5. Fourth quarter. Jamaica still with man up time, but they need to win at the face-off here as they're trying to make the comeback late here against Ireland. We'll be right back on Lax Sports Network.
Again, time remaining in the game is 2 minutes and 1 second. 2:01. 121 seconds.
Go to the face-off here. 2 minutes left overall. 28 seconds left on the man up here for Jamaica. Just scored a man up goal to get back within 4, 9-5, but they need the ball off the face-off, and they do not get it here. Here are the final 10 seconds on the penalty coming off now. Aiden Dempsey carries it here for Ireland. Connor Foley, even strength now. Ireland is a couple of minutes away from being atop of Group C with a 2-0 record. Jamaica will fall to 1-1. Germany and Latvia coming up an hour and 15 minutes from now on the same field. Both of those teams looking for their first win in Group C.
Seconds remaining in the game.
35 seconds left. Getting knocked down was Sears. Now the whistles will blow and stop clock will stop around a half minute with a flag down. Penalty on Matt Loftus. Sorting out the penalty here. Well, they had simultaneous fouls, so will not be a manpower difference here. Well, Jamaica, again, is not happy. That'll be my understatement there. And this is still with just about a half-minute left overall in this game. Ireland has been in control most of the time, led 2-0 after one, 4-0 a couple of minutes into the second quarter. Jamaica got back within 2 in the third at 5-3 before Ireland scored the final 2 goals of the third to go back up by 4. And then have led by as many as 6 here in this fourth quarter. Jamaica has scored the most recent 2 goals, but again, only at this point getting within 4 with only a little bit of time remaining. And now some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties also being issued to Jamaica, as if you heard, you probably would have assumed was coming as well. So, administrative issues being worked out here in terms of the official penalties and all of that to be entered in. Stone Evans is serving the unsportsmanlike. He had a holding call that was called on Ireland. We thought initially was the only penalty, and then you heard an illegal procedure called as well on Jamaica, and then that led to some of the choice words from the Jamaica sideline that also led to an unsportsmanlike conduct. With just that got us for 37 seconds. I was going to say 38, but so Ireland has it here and looking to waste off the final moments and get to a 2-0 record officially. Hope everybody here keeps their composure in the last moments here. Don't have any extracurricular between the two teams. As again, it's been a good competitive game overall, but there's been some extra contact and some extra words here and there. And here's the final countdown and the final whistle to wrap this game up. And the final score, Ireland 9 and Jamaica 5. Ireland now 2-0 in Group C play. They'll finish up group play tomorrow when they take on Latvia. Jamaica falls to 1-1. They'll finish up group play tomorrow when they play Germany. That's going to wrap up coverage of this one here. I'm Scott Studikoff signing off. Again, the final score, Ireland 9, Jamaica 5. I'll be back with you about an hour and 10 minutes from now, back on this same field and this same feed as Germany will take on Latvia. For now, signing off. You've been watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Men's World Championships, U21, of course, from the University of Limerick in Limerick, Ireland, here on laxsm.com.